let's talk about at least because I know I'm the bear on all of the regulation. Let's talk about a piece of regulation I can finally get behind. It's actually not regulation, it's guidance, but NIST is announcing, and I'm not, maybe you can clarify, I'm not exactly sure how this works, but NIST is announcing some new password recommendations, but I guess it's more than that, because it has the power to guide how the US government acts, and that therefore then has a lot of influence on sort of everything else. But basically they are doing two things that I cannot tell you how excited I am. They are effectively banning, at least within government, which again should permeate down, the mandated retirement and rotating of passwords on a 90-day thing, and
Woohoo.
also eliminating the requirements where you have to have like these specific structure where it's like, one symbol and capital letter and lowercase. And what I love is for the right reasons, because I have long held that all of these stupid rules cause people to have less secure passwords
Hmm.
than not. And so they have finally sort of acknowledged that, and they're saying, get rid of all of it. Let's get people to get nice, robust passwords. And I think it helps that we're seeing the evolution of new technologies, which are starting to eliminate passwords altogether. But I was so excited to finally see this.
Amen. Preach, Charles. Preach. Yeah, I think we've all dealt with this, right? Either you have to change your password every 90 days, you have to follow these rules that mean you're probably 90% going to forget what password you even chose in the first place. So either you have a password manager, which is then holding your 100 different passwords for your 100 different accounts, or you're resetting your password on a daily basis and making IT help desk's life hell. There's all these bad things that have happened, and the NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, uh, uh, you know, they don't make rules per se, but they do set standards that are then used by the government and used by other agencies, and they filter down to a lot of CIO offices because they are standard definitions of what is supposed to happen. So finally saying this whole 90-day thing is not a standard definition, this whole adding exclamation points and at signs and whatever artificially into your passwords just for the hell of it is not a standard, is definitely a good step forward. I think passwords are starting to reach the end of their life cycle as a useful security measure anyways, but to the extent that we still have to use them, let's at least use common sense passwords that are useful for us instead of simply used to lock us out of our own accounts.
Yes, sirree. And we'll have to do a whole segment one time on password tips and tricks. But yeah, I think they're going finally away. Although I keep trying to use like passkeys and things, and it's still hard to get the technology all the way there. Anyway,
Mhm.